Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Rev's Valheim series, episode 13. Today we're going to look at fishing for fun and food. Now when I was over at the merchants, I used some of my hard-earned loot to buy a fishing rod and some bait. The problem was I couldn't see anywhere that actually explained to me properly how to do fishing. In the end I did my favourite trick and used my old friend Google to search for it and found on a website rough instructions on fishing. So to cast your rod out, you press and hold the left mouse button. You'll see the targeting reticule starting to narrow down to a point, the same as it would for a bow. The closer that point gets together, the further you throw the float out to cast the rod out. Well, that sounds fairly straightforward to me. So I tried it and yeah, that worked. Once you hook a fish, you press and hold the right mouse button and that will reel it in. Brilliant. Now I'm going to cast my rod out now perfectly within the sweet spot. I aim for between 12 to 15 meters out each time. If you watch the rod and listen carefully, you'll see the rod suddenly bob, the float bob underwater, and you may hear a little bubbling noise. There. Press and hold the right mouse button and that will start to reel it in, but you'll also notice my stamina is decreasing. So you've got to reel the fish in before your stamina totally drains. If it totally drains, that's it, you've had it. Now I've cast out as far as I can now, 24 metres, because I'm going to show you why I say aiming for that sweet spot of 12 to 15 metres. Firstly, of course, it's a lot harder to see the fish, so you can't necessarily tell when it's caught. I thought I had one then, but obviously it didn't hook. So we're going to wait until I can hook one in. There we are, hooked. So now I'm just going to keep holding the right mouse button, keep reeling the fish in, and you'll notice the fish is getting closer, but my stamina bar is draining. Now if you don't get the fish close enough to actually catch it, either totally reeling it in or grabbing it by hand, you lose the fish. And there we go, lost the catch. Now every time you throw the rod out, you're using one bait. Because you have to buy the bait from the merchant, it comes in batches of 100, so it's not a major problem. But every time you throw the float out, every time you cast the rod, you're using one of your baits, and if you're not using it to get a fish, that's wasted money and wasted effort. Now when you do catch your fish, they can be cooked on the fire pit using the same techniques as you'd use for the meat or for the neck tails, and I'll show you how to do the cooking in one of my next videos. But in quite a short time, as you can see, the video's 4 minutes long and I've caught a number of fish so far. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your fishing, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of the Gaming Rev. Take care.